Item F. Councilman Sousa.
Make the motion that I can speak. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
But point of order, Mayor, that's the suspended standing rules and procedures, and that takes.
Say what?
You can't just make a discussion just to give the floor away. Correct me, Council, if I'm wrong. There has to be an action.
Got to make a motion to do something, and then, or you can make a motion to suspend the standing rules so that you can just speak openly, because you're speaking to the motion made. That's what the standing rules say.
Wait a minute, Counselor. I have sat here over and over when people have made motions, discussed stuff with no action, over and over and over, and okay?
That's correct. The mayor runs the meeting. It's his call. If you all want to overrule him, you're welcome to appeal his decision.
All I'm doing is trying to speak here. That's all.
If you suspend the rules, Councilor, does that take the majority vote?
It takes a 3/4 vote.
Takes a 3/4 vote.
Okay, I'll do legislative action. Okay. Legislative action is a motion that the City Council does not act on the appointment of the city manager until after the election of the upcoming election of the City Council. There's a motion.
I'll second that.
May I have the floor, sir?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not going to delay
Point of
order.
order. Mayor, there was a motion made in July that City Council proceed. I think parliamentary procedure, that motion needs to be first made to reverse that vote. That was a 4-0 vote that day.
Point of order, and the point of order is a dilatory. That this is a dilatory point of order.
Time out. I'd like to think through these points of order. Can you read back Councilmember Sousa's motion, please,
That the City Council does not act on the appointment of a new city manager until after the election. Unless you, did you have on there until the council is seated, the new council is seated?
Until after the election is the way I word it.
Okay.
So that was the original in May, which we rescinded in April. You know, y'all voted out having work sessions. And you said that we didn't need work sessions because we needed transparency and that we could be more transparent by not having work sessions and doing everything at a council meeting. Now here we are at a council meeting and we can't discuss items to be on a work session, or to be as if it were on a work session.
Mayor, if I could, I think what he's referring to, the motion that was made in July to accept resumes for 60 days has to be rescinded prior to making another motion on the city manager selection process. Am I close on that?
If Councilman Sousa wants to rephrase his motion, that he moves to rescind the previous motion and then to adopt the new action he wants to take.
All I want to do is talk for 3 minutes.
Sure.
That's all I want. I don't even want to do a motion today. I just want to talk for 3 minutes. And I get a dilatory response from Councilman Curley. Anybody know what dilatory is? Duh. That's when a motion is made for the purposes of harassment. And I made, and that's all it is. All I want to do is talk for 3 minutes. Now it's pretty poor when the city elects me to represent them, and I'm not even allowed to speak at a council meeting for 3 minutes? That's pretty ridiculous.
Could you modify your motion to rescind that previous?
It'll just be defeated.
Robert's Rules of Order. Well, that, but you can speak.
Well, okay. What's the motion again?
That you'll rescind the previous action taken, I think, in July, and go ahead with the part, and then that the city council does not act on the appointment of the city manager until after the election.
I'll make that motion, but I also have asked to entertain a dilatory motion. Okay? A point of order on a dilatory motion. Okay? So, I move that we rescind the action of appointing on September and ending the, I don't know, I've lost it. The whole thing, it's really funny, Councilman Curley, it's really a joke. This council meeting is a joke. So, I make a motion to rescind my last motion. And to make a motion to rescind the motion to take applications for city manager through 30 September. I guess that's the motion that was requested, so I can speak for 3 minutes? Is there a second?
Okay, now we have a second. You may speak.
Okay. Y'all got my comments, okay? Since I put that comment out, we have more applications. We have some applications that are pretty good, and we have some that really aren't qualified. The charter says specifically that we will select a city manager with both academic skills and executive skills, and that'll be the sole source. But we all know in reality that we're going to pick the person that we want out of whoever we have to select from. We know that, but that's what the charter says. But we need to look beyond that. We have here a petition to the council that goes right instead with what I want to speak on tonight. And that is, if we select somebody in October to be the city manager, the new city council can come in here and remove them at a cost of up to 6 months compensation, according to the charter. And why would we do that? Now, we know for a fact that 7 of the 8 candidates want us to wait. So what you're doing effectively is saying, okay, we don't care. You probably 2 of those people will be city councilmen. We don't care what you think. We're going to go ahead and do what we want to do right now. It's not in the interest of the city to proceed ahead at this time. Why the rush? Why did we had rationale on this before that it's better off to wait? Now all of a sudden there's a rush. Now we hear from the candidates that they want us, asking us to wait so that they can participate. The people told us that they want harmony. How are you going to have harmony if you ignore the 2 oncoming candidates, whomever they are, unless of course it's J.H. Graham who didn't concur with this. What kind of harmony? The people have given a message. We want harmony. And the candidates have asked for some consideration, and I believe that we ought to give them that consideration. And now I withdraw my motion.
I'd like to make a motion, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
I think there's been some confusion amongst people. I don't know how it got started. That our action in July didn't say anything about hiring a city manager of this council. It said we're going to accept resumes for 60 days. I want to make a motion that we extend that. I'd like to rescind the July motion action, and we extend it to October 15th, because I think there was some confusion on the advertising the first 2 or 3 weeks. get it to MTS and ask them to get it back by November 15th and rank and rate reports. That's after the election.
And I'll second that motion. I've got a comment. Laura?
Extend to October 15th, because I heard November, but that was for it has to get back.
November return
Okay.
in November 15th to the city rank.
Yeah, I don't know what in the world has got this all blown out of proportion. I don't even know why we even need the petition. When we said we would take resumes, we said we would take them till September 30th. Let's use some common sense here. If you take resumes till September 30th, and then you gotta turn them over to MTAS to rate or rank or whatever, obviously, they gotta have time. We got, you know, what, 17, 18 now, I think. Obviously, we'll get some more, hopefully, between now and the end of September, or October if we extend it. And then, by that time, the new people would be elected anyway. So all of this hypothetical accusations and this craziness about that we're trying to shove somebody down the council's throat, that's just entirely not true. And I don't know who in the world started this, who started the rumors about we're going to put J.H. Graham in as city manager. He's running for council. This is all just ridiculous. And so I am definitely in favor of extending receipt of resumes to the 15th of October, and then MTAS gets back with us on their ranking by the 15th of November, and then we can go from there. The whole idea was to get the ball rolling further down the road so we'd be ready to hit the ground running after the election. So that's what I have to say about that.
Is Leah still here? Oh, there you go. Is there any need to get in touch with MTS before your deadline, if for any other help on recruitment, or is that all, you've got that all handled?
No, sir, everything's just in advertisements, which were sent out. MTS does have it on their website. I'll just need to send revised dates to all the media outlets that have it out.
Thank you.
But yes, that's all they have is just an advertisement.
Any other questions or concerns?
I have one comment. My compliments to Councilman Wyatt and Councilwoman Harris.
Any other questions or concerns? Sally, can you read that motion back, please?
I got it, but it, but it was to rescind the previous action taken and extend the deadline to October the 15th, and then for MTS to come back by November 15th with the ratings and rankings.
Thank you very much. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Sousa,
Aye.
Councilmember Wyatt, Mayor Pro Tem Harris, Councilmember Curley, Mayor Mayberry.
Aye. That motion passes.